Well, we're here today to talk about something that's important to the Montana Republican Party and something we're going to take the lead on. You're going to hear a lot of initiatives announced by our candidates for statewide office, our candidates for local office, whether it's small business or tax relief, health care reform, education, fiscal discipline. You're going to hear about a lot of issues over the next 14 to 15 months from Montana Republicans. But none of those issues matter if the people of Montana don't have a fundamental belief and trust in their government. If the people of Montana don't feel like their government is open and accessible to them. And that's what we're doing here today. We're going to announce and we're going to talk about the Montana Republican Party's Openness in Government Initiative. And there's a reason for this. We've identified 4 problems that we're going to fix. And it's about leadership. These problems, they're real problems. And I'm sure when this is over, those of you from the media are going to walk down to the end of the hallway on the 2nd floor and you're going to ask them for their reaction. They're probably going to say, oh yeah, we agree with that. And that's fine. But understand what that means. It means that there's a distinction between Montana Republicans and Montana Democrats. We're going to lead. We're going to set the agenda. We are going to set the agenda when it comes to openness in government, and we're going to do it today. And we're going to start today with 4 initiatives. The 4 problems that we've identified, some of which have been in the newspaper, some haven't. The first of which is a lack of real public financial disclosure statements. About a week ago, a report was issued by the Center for Public Integrity that noted that Montana got an F rating, a failing grade, because we don't require our governor to file a personal financial disclosure statement. That's embarrassing for the state of Montana. It's a black eye. We're one of only 3 states that doesn't require those kind of personal financial disclosures of our governor. The second issue, the second problem we've identified is the lack of real disclosure in constituency accounts. And Senator Brown's going to talk about that. There was legislation passed, but it still falls short. We're going to talk about our legislative initiative to deal with the lack of real disclosure in constituency accounts. Number 3, this whole concept of behind closed door hiring of state legislators. The concept that the executive branch can reach in and pluck out a sitting Montana legislator and hire them into the executive branch. And this isn't about any one individual. We're not here today to pick on somebody who's taken that job. We're here today to fix a problem. And it's not a problem with any one individual. It's a problem for democracy. When that happens, it's bad for democracy. It fosters distrust among the public when they see that occur, because there's a separation of powers for a reason. And we're going to fix that problem. Number 4, the lack of availability of campaign finance reports. It's absolutely unconscionable, still, in this day and age, when so many Montanans are doing things on the internet, from their shopping, to filing their taxes, to filling out paperwork to go to school. They're doing it online now. Yet you still cannot get campaign finance reports on the internet. You have to go down, you have to pay for it. They ought to be open and accessible to the people of Montana. Montana Republicans don't have anything to hide when it comes to our campaign finance disclosure forms. We'll tell you where the money's coming from and how it's being spent. We've got nothing to hide, and we think it ought to be on the internet, and it ought to be on the internet right away. And it hasn't happened, but we're going to make it happen. And so with that, the first plank